Christian values, don't forget. Don't care, VanderVoort shrugs. Don't have to. But let me clarify. You're all welcome to your personal beliefs. This is still America in some abstract way, but do not ever let those personal beliefs get in the way of reality and the truth. Understood? She hooks a thumb over her shoulder at the monitors filled with waiting, science-y-looking faces. These are your new priests. What they say is sacred now, if we want to survive this nightmare. The silence still lingers, except for a couple of throat clearings and a sad sniffle or two. Good, VanderVoort says. Let's start at the beginning. The scientists quickly move from the central table over to workstations against the walls as the banks of monitors come fully to life, the central one dominated by the impressive image of Adrianna VanderVoort. Unsure of exactly what her position is in everything, Dr. Cheryl Probst keeps her mouth closed and ears open as she stares at the large monitor where VanderVoort's image is about to explain the impossible truth of how life began on Earth. We should have popcorn for this. Dr. Edward Schofield chuckles as he leans close to Dr. Probst. He begins to stand up from his station. I've heard all of this before, so sit down, Edward. Dr. Glenda Burkhorst, the woman in charge of the Yellowstone substance facility, barks. You may have heard this, but I highly doubt you were paying attention. You might just learn something. And we're out of popcorn, Dr. Clark Mannering adds. No, we're not, Clark, Dr. Valerie McDaniels says. There's plenty in the third cupboard from the left in Pantry 4. No, there isn't, Valerie, Dr. Mannering responds. We finished that off last Wednesday. That was Pantry 3, Dr. McDaniels snaps. Can't you count, Clark? 6 pantries. 6. Shut it, both of you, Dr. Burkhorst says. So, no popcorn? Dr. Schofield smirks, giving Dr. Probst a wink. He receives a patented Burkhorst glare in response. Dr. Probst tries to tune it all out as VanderVoort begins speaking. Listen to her, Dr. Burkhorst says, startling Dr. Probst as the woman leans in over her shoulder. This is important to the work. You have a lot of catching up to do. She stands straight and turns to the control room. The rest of you get to work. I want details on what exactly is coming out of the substance. Facts, not guesses. The first bunker discovered was in Montana, miles from the Yellowstone caldera but connected to the substance by underground tunnels, VanderVoort states on the monitor. The rest were discovered later over the next few decades. A question is asked off-screen, and VanderVoort smiles. 1911, VanderVoort says. During what began as a fossil expedition. It changed quite rapidly. The first scientists to explore the bunker were changed in ways that suggested the substance was perhaps not to be underestimated. Hallucinations, delusions of grandeur, psychotic breaks, pure madness. Some became violent, homicidal in the most brutal of ways. Each facility, no matter what country of origin it resides in, has many layers and protocols of safety in place to make sure the current scientists are not affected the way the first poor men were. I've seen the photographs, ladies and gentlemen. Not pretty. Dr. Probst glances over at Dr. Schofield. You spend a lot of time around the substance, right? Don't worry, Dr. Schofield says. Bennett checks me out twice a week. Lots of ink blots and word associations. I haven't had a psychotic break in a long time. Not since I voted Republican back in the 90s. Edward, Dr. Burkhorst growls. Keep your eyes on the energy levels. I want to know when they hit their peak. That's when it'll push through. Aye, aye, Captain, Dr. Schofield says. Dr. Probst goes back to listening to VanderVoort, and the rest of the room dissolves away, her attention so focused on the impossible story being told. It took a long time for anyone to figure out what the substance was. Not that we have even come close to a true answer, VanderVoort says. But my guess, and it is just a guess, people, so don't get your holier-than-thou panties in a wad. My guess is it's God, or a god, at least. That makes more sense, since there are multiple facilities. Multiple facilities equals multiple gods. Maybe the Hindus have it right, yeah? Another off-screen question. Yes, I know, I just gave you all shit.